You know what absolutely sucks is having talent, but not having a true outlet to actually showcase it, And I know we're on social media, but you know what I mean. There's so many algorithms and so many ways to play the game, right? You can have somebody that can sing really, really, really good. They put their shit out and then it goes on TikTok. It may get a couple of hundred views. It may get 1,000, but these mega millions and millions of views, a lot of that shit, it seems organic, but a lot of it's really not. Everybody knows a lot of these big record labels for these artists, they pay to have these artists on and they have these little bot farms in China where these bots will just go on and make these people's, they make their playlists, get all these views and shit. It's crazy, And I remember this one guy, I think I was talking to Lonely Black Pillar about this like a week ago or something, but we were talking about how there was this one guy that got sued for like 10 million because that's what he was doing. Like he put his music out there and then he started using these bots or whatever the fuck to like make sure his music like get the views or whatever. And he made like $10 million. He didn't do anything different than what the record labels were doing, but they came at him, you know? So it goes to show you that they don't play fair. And it's like there's so many talented people out there with talent that can sing, that can write, that can rap, that can do all types of different things. And not just entertainment. It's like all types of talent that you never see. You see it on YouTube all the time. I see people painting ice sculptures, people, creating things out of metal, people just doing all types of amazing things. And that's their talent. And then I see their YouTube channel. They have like, 600,000 subscribers. They're able to make a living off of what they're doing, which is like a dream. And it's a lot of our creative dreams is to be able to make a full-time living. We're not asking to be millionaires. We're not asking to have Ferraris, Bentleys, and all these whores and shit. We're not asking for that. We're just asking to do what we love for a living, have a little apartment, you know what I mean? A nice little car, take care of ourselves and stay out the way and just be low-key, But it seems like there's a lot of failed artists in the world, people that are filled with potential, people that were once brimming with talent. And this world how this world is designed, it's based on who you know. Your network is your net worth. Who you know is going to determine how you get on, but what you know is going to determine how long you stay on. I think that was 50 Cent quote, So basically you may know the person that can get you the record deal, but you have to know your music business. Because remember, it's a music business, and people have to remember that. It's a business. Everything around you is a business. Every ad you see is something trying to sell something to you, trying to sell food to you, trying to sell a service to you, trying to sell something to you, That's the world we live in, a capitalistic, ritualistic, sadistic, twisted society, And there's so many people I see, so many great voices. There's people that used to make videos that I love, that they were intelligent and smart, but trolls started trolling them too, so they stopped. And me, when people were trolling me, I didn't stop. I was like, I'm not about to let somebody come in. I've been building in secret. I don't tell anybody about nothing. I just build and keep quiet because people, if they see you building, they're going to try to attack it, sabotage, and people still find out. People still want, so that's how let me know that there's some type of higher power or something that's watching me. And I don't know if it doesn't want me to have a voice or what, But this channel now, plenty of people hit me up and say, hey, bro, I'll shout out your channel. And then some people, I say, hey, you want to shout out my channel? And they don't want to shout it out. So it's like they don't want to help me rebuild again, almost. I'm like, I don't know, it's weird, but it's like, fuck it. I built it up myself the first time. I didn't have nobody's help the first time. I don't need their help this time. You know what I mean? Point blank. It just sucks that now it's like people know I have a channel. So they go and look for me and find me and listen to all my videos. And just, it's very weird. It's like, what is it about me that you guys keep coming back? If I'm such a loser and a failure, then go about your business and go watch somebody else who's not and leave me alone. If I'm not bothering you, don't bother me. I don't plan on being on this position forever. I can't be in this position forever. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm not at my mom's anymore. I'm not at my grandma's. You know what I mean? I'm hanging off the fucking ledge. I have to find some way to make some motherfucking money. And a lot of it. You know what I mean? Point blank. I would try my goddamnedest to put everything into my time. I can't rap and make a studio the way I can now. This may be a couple of year game, a long game. I have to get my own place where I can wake up every day and focus purely on creation. working on multiple YouTube channels at once, working on music, working on the novels, working on the books, working on the, multiple things that have multiple things running because that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? It's a fire inside of me, man. It's a fire of creation inside of me that wants to create. And I know a lot of us have that. So I encourage all you guys to follow your passions and follow your dreams. A lot of us want to create. And we should be able to create and live happy, A lot of us want to create. A lot of us want to be great. We don't want to just be, just employee number 5,986. You know what I mean? I think Tawana made a good video on his other channel about that. But some of us actually want it to be great. We just never had the true opportunity, And you're like, what do you mean? Man, everybody knows you got to get put on. You can't just say I'm a mafia. Maybe you got to become a made man. You got to, you know what I mean? That's the same way with a lot of things. It's who you know. You have to know the right people in this world. In this world, it's more important to know the right people. You know what I mean? Point blank, period. I think it was DJ Academics. He said something interesting because you see so many people get quote unquote canceled and then their fan base backs them up. I think DJ Academics said it's better to be liked than it is to be right. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So if people just like you, how many YouTubers you seen saying some racist shit online, yet their fans back them up and everybody backs them up. Yet if you say anything about a particular Israeli or Jewish person or anybody that's from the LGBTQR, STV, WXYZ community, then all of a sudden you're a target. You know what I mean? They're coming after you. So another thing too that I hate about the internet is that they pick and choose who they want to win. People pick and choose. Ziggy the Doomer, Dark Season, these guys picked me. They could have picked Javar the Doomer. They could have picked Lord Mathka. They didn't fuck with those guys because they can't fuck with those guys. But they chose me. My channel was found out by some random person on the internet, and then all of a sudden people around oh, he has a channel. It's like, what the fuck? Leave me alone. If I didn't tell you about my channel, it means I don't want you knowing anything about it. And that's precisely why they're watching every video. I just want to be left alone and have peace. I have a fire inside of me and it's burning. I'm going to find my way in this world and I hope you guys do as well. You guys seen the fucking bullshit I've been through, the hell that I'm going through. If I'm still writing my books and writing my raps and making beats, then you guys should be doing it too. A lot of you guys haven't got doxxed and kicked out. So follow your fucking dreams, man. God damn it. And when you write, put everything into it. When you rap, put everything into it. And you know when you put everything into it. When I made my YouTube channel, I put everything into it. I spoke the truth. I spoke candidly. I just said exactly what went on. People have been bashing me for years. Then they hear me say one thing on a YouTube channel and then they get mad. Really? After all the shit you've been talking, really? These people are... This is why I have to find my success. You guys have a good day.